Alright, today I'm taking a little bike trip. Make sure my camera is on. And there we go. Alright, it's on. And yep, there we go. Alright, I'm actually taking a movie, I think. Seems like. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, so taking a bike ride from where I live right now. I'm staying in this apartment here, right above this cafe. And I'm a little sketchy on the pronunciation of this particular area of northern Cyprus. It's Iskele. Iskele. So Iskele? Icicle? I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to a cafe called Queen Charlotte where they have a particular dish that I enjoy. This place here mostly sells pastry. They do have some solids with protein in them, but I'm going for a protein breakfast over at Queen Charlotte, which is north of here. And you know, this helmet saved my life in Berlin. It's a really good helmet. I don't ride without a helmet. I don't know, I see people riding all the time without helmets. I think that's kind of cavalier. I've had some pretty bad accidents on my bicycle, and my helmet has saved my life twice. This one once, another one. My previous helmet saved my life once. That one was a goner. That helmet got completely decimated, and I just ended up replacing it, throwing it away because it was messed up. And I like this windshield because with my glasses, when I'm going faster, if the wind's blowing, the air tends to whip around and whips into my eyes. And if I got sweat or something like that going, it'd go and goes into my eyes, and it's a big mess. So that definitely makes things easier on me. And here comes a little parade, which is pretty normal for this time of day. Oh, Iskele. Okay, Iskele. Iskele. So here I go, off into the wild blue yonder. How this goes. And the cars here don't seem to have a lot of respect for pedestrians. That's one thing I've noticed. There have been a couple of times where I really thought somebody was going to run my ass over. But the cars are very weary of bicycle riders. They do take, I mean, like in Texas, in North Texas, where I lived for more than half of my life, just slightly more, from 96 to 2023. Actually, I mean, there were several times where I was almost killed. I think somebody would kill me, and really not thought twice about it, to be honest with you. I really felt like, and people were getting run over there all the time. Constantly, people getting run over. In fact, I read an article one time where a man and his wife, they both got run over at the same time by an SUV. Alrighty, I'm on the road here. I thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't. Okay, there we go. I don't know, I guess I'll have to check the video log later. I thought I was recording, but I was not. So I am in Iskele, Iskele. It's in northern Cyprus. It is located on the eastern coast, north of Famagusta, or it might be part of that province. Yeah. So when I get back and I unload my video, there were some other things I was trying to say and record that I never, I'm not sure if I captured or not. But here we go. And it's a beautiful day in northern Cyprus. Cyprus is just amazing. Great Mediterranean coastal lines and beaches, clear water. And I am going to do a swimming video, maybe today. I don't know, we'll see how tired I am after this bike ride. But I'm definitely going to do a swimming video at some point, since I have a GoPro and it's waterproof. I'll go under to watch it, maybe a little bit. But so maybe today I'll do take a walk video, maybe take a swim video, and then tonight I might do take a walk with a go to the carnival video. I can't promise I'm going to get on any rides though, because those rides look pretty crazy. I don't know if I want to toss my cookies, man. Ugh. I mean, I've just seen too many videos. I guess I spent too much time on YouTube looking up videos of amusement park disasters. That's like etched in my mind. And like about, I don't know, it's like maybe about 3 weeks or a month back, actually, I went up there and I saw these people on this ride, and they're like screaming and stuff, and the ride was going like perfectly upside down. I think it went around, I don't quite remember. I had a hard time watching. Oh, I was just thinking, oh no, one of those people is gonna go flying, I don't want to see that. But it was weird though, like as it got more intense, people stopped making any noise at all, which was kind of eerie. Like, I don't know, that was just very eerie that they actually stopped screaming and stuff, you know, like, I had to leave. I was like, geez, man, they're not even screaming or anything at this point. You know, as it was intensifying, they were like, oh, and screaming. I could hear this one man who's like, oh. and then as it seemed to reach its apex and get it as bad as it's ever going to be, like nothing. No screaming at all. Alright, so here's where the real nice road goes away. The ride gets really bumpy after this. I try to just go slow, but I think I'm just going to head off over here because that road is pretty crap. And this road is pretty nice. And I might have to walk my bike over back to the road, but that's okay. For a few moments of nice smooth cruising as opposed to riding on a bumpy surface, I'll take it because this ain't a mountain bike. This is definitely a solid frame. When I rode motorcycles, I had a name for that. Oh, it's called a fixie. No, not a fixie. That's definitely bicycle lingo for bicycles that only have one gear. I forget what the motorcycle lingo was for bicycles, not bicycles, motorcycles that have no shocks. Hardtails, woo, came to me. Somebody channeled that to me, thank you. From the future to the past. Because as I'm learning now, is that the metaphysical world is not bound by time. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's really crazy. Which would seem to imply, if you believe in such things as reincarnation, that you could live a past life potentially over again, but to what extent would that violate the space-time continuum? Bumpity bump. I'm just trying not to pull out too far because these people are being very generous. Unlike the citizens of North Texas, not all of them, but it's the real bad ones. It's unfortunately the bad ones that stand out in my mind because they almost killed me. They almost actually took my life away. See what this person thinks. Alright, cool. See, in North Texas, I would have had to really worry. Like, this person is going to run me over. And it happened several times where I was looking people dead in the eyes. And they were coming, baby. They were coming. Alright, here I am, Queen Charlotte. So, I'll go in and eat some food. Oh, I make good food here. Oh yeah, this is some good dessert. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. May I take a video of you?
Yeah. You
Okay. And this gentleman has helped me so many times, and he's a very nice man. And they prepare very good food here, and that's why I keep coming back. I even bought some of their coffee. And their coffee is prepared especially for them. It is roasted especially for Queen Charlotte. It is a Queen Charlotte blend, and it tastes amazing. They make it over here. Here they'll make you a coffee, and yeah, here we go. Here we go, and this is right off of that area that I was just in. Ooh, I went really fast. Like, I'm gonna make y'all dizzy. And then over here is a bathroom for those of you people like to know, like real people. I mean, people who really are into like, you know, the restaurant life, and I guess like Yelp reviews. You know, they like to they get into leaving online reviews and stuff like that, and they want to know, is the bathroom clean? The bathroom is immaculate, and it's been immaculate every single time I've come. No matter what time of day I've come, bathroom has been immaculate. And here's my lovely food. I've got my avocado toast with eggs Benedict, salmon, smoked salmon, capers, a touch of caviar, and my cappuccino. All right, so now this is going to be part 2, which is going to be returning back to my apartment. But first, I'm going to take a drive down the beach. So I have a choice here on this particular section of highway. So it's a lot safer to ride with the traffic. And here we go. I don't have to ride on the road. I can actually elect to ride on a path. And this part of the road is under construction. Lovely, 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 lovely. That was an old lady. That was actually an old lady in the Mercedes. I would never yell at an old lady. I don't know, call me old-fashioned, but I might yell at an old man. But maybe that's because I'm halfway there, so maybe I just see myself. Right now it feels good to have my visor up. The air feels good. And it's a lot less dusty on this side of the road, because the prevailing wind goes from the water to inland, and the water is that way, which you will see soon enough. There we go. I was trying to get this like sideways a little bit because I'm off center, because the lens is on this side. It keeps straightening itself out. Alright, I'm going to stop fighting it and pay attention to the road, because I don't want to have an accident. Because I've had those before, and the accidents are not fun. My first one, I flew over my handlebars because I almost got completely run over by an SUV. Actually, it was one of those old Suburbans. It looked like from the 80s. It was chocolate brown, and it had tinted windows. All right, now this is what I really, really love. I'm not being sarcastic because the road is bad, because it gets really, really good here. This is awesome. So, like my bike trails, I mean throughout most of Texas, but in North Texas where I was living, I used to go to Legacy Park, and I used to go to White Rock Lake, and I used to take rides up to Grapevine, Lake Grapevine, from North Richland Hills, and there are a lot of trails, but this actually has a dedicated, it's got a dedicated bike trail on this side, and then it's got a walking and a jogging on that side. So you can walk, you can jog, you can ride your bike. And like over there, I know, especially in Legacy Park, there were a lot of bike riders. that were very hostile, extremely hostile to pedestrians. I mean, my kids almost got run over. Actually, if you look this information up, I guess, I don't know if it'll be on the internet, but a lady got killed by a mountain biker. She was on one of the trails, and it might have been dedicated, because over there on the off trails, okay, not the paved trails, but on the off-road trails, they have like mountain bike areas, and there's a lot of mountain bikers that go through there. Well, she got creamed by somebody on a bike, and that was it. That was her last day on earth, because that person was not paying attention, riding aggressively or whatever, I don't know, but yeah. So, and then a lot of pedestrians are they kind of get passive aggressive towards the bikers because of that reason, though, and it's the bikers' fault. I mean, a lot of them are on road bikes. I mean, I've got a really awesome road bike. I do prefer to stay on trails. I mean, on paths, on paved, because of the bad experiences I've had riding on the road and almost getting run over. But I act very gingerly with the pedestrians, especially if they have kids. I slow down a lot. I mean, a lot. I will slow down to a crawl, especially if they're kids, for pedestrians. I was sometimes passive aggressive towards other bicycle riders. Some of them get close to you, like, I guess they're drafting you. They want to be like NASCAR, and I guess they do that too in races and professional bike races. But I mean, when you're out riding around for leisure, or even maybe for exercise, you're not in a competition, and the people that are occupying your space, they're not part of your mental fantasy. So you got to you got to be nice. You got to be respectful of other people in their personal space. Even when I'm driving, I was always very respectful of people in their personal space, because that's their car. That's their life, I mean, when I was a kid, I was very rambunctious, maybe because I was all hopped up on testosterone when I was young. So, definitely, I mean, I was a lot more aggressive when I was younger. I mean, I definitely had some road rage incidences. I never actually got into any fights. I don't know. I mean, but I used to drive a delivery van in Houston, Texas, and I just remember like parking my van and screaming at people, "Come back!" Like, now I'm old. I was really young and I was in good shape back then, so I was full of piss and vinegar, as my grandmother would say, piss and vinegar. But now full of milk and cookies. Milk and cookies. Not so bad. Life goes on. They have roundabouts here, in case you didn't already see that. And over here is a resort that I'm going to pass. And I did mention it, but at the beginning, where I got off the road and I came onto the trail, there was a casino there. And there's a casino here, and there's a hotel, and there's a whole resort with a water park. There's a water park. You can get cash. Just making sure I'm cool. Okay, back on the trail. And here I guess I did different colors since it's not separated by a median like on the other side. How intelligent is that? Because who knows, you know, if anything, how much it may have cost other than to add some pigment into your cement mixture. Perhaps. I do like those rosette or flower things. I can't say rosette because it's not rose color, but and over here they have bicycles painted onto the path. Oh, this is fun because it's really cool right now. And over here, on just the other side of this, there the beach is there. You can't see it. But on just the other side of these fields, I want to say about maybe 200 meters. I don't know if I was guessing in yards. I might say about the same. Only because 30 centimeters is almost about 3 feet. Más o menos. But I'm getting used to the whole meters and kilometers thing as well. As well as measuring fluids and all that. Weight, kilograms, liters, milliliters, all that stuff. Then I've made some pizzas in my oven, cooked some chicken, made some cookies. So getting used to the whole Celsius thing, but you know, it's been trial and error. You know, obviously I did look up the conversions, but the thing is too is that every oven's going to be calibrated a little bit differently. I mean, if it's a consumer grade oven, you probably can't really rely on those dials to dial in the exact temperature, which is why many consumers and even restaurateurs, and there's a restaurant over there to there on the water. It's really nice. Maybe one day I'll do a video on that, but that's not what I'm doing right now. But I was talking about oven temperature, and so a lot of times the gauge is not accurate, so a lot of people would just buy a thermometer, stick it in there, stick it in on one of the racks where they can see it, so they can make sure that their temperature is accurate. I've just kind of played with the settings a little bit to see what works for what. How, you know, what setting I get my best pizza crust, and I really like the cheese to be, you know, rendered. I like it when it's nice and kind of like brown. And there is the beach. Lovely beach. Maybe, I don't know. I almost feel like getting in the water, but I'm not suited. I don't have my wetsuit, my bathing suit. But you'll get a better look at the water here very soon. If I see it a little bit. And I'm in cruise mode. There's a lot of pedestrians around here, so kids, families, old people. So I'll make sure everybody's cool. Oh, nice. Slow down here a little bit. So they have those cabanas right there. And I think they're just free. I haven't seen anybody, that you would rent them from. And then there it is. There's the Mediterranean right there. So, yep. And there's a lot of places to stay. There's a lot of hotels. You can rent a condo. That's what I'm doing. I'm renting a condo. And then over here they have a lot of little shops, cafes. That first one was just kind of like a drink and snack shop. Then they have a couple of espresso bars. That's one of them. There's a juice place right there. And they got some of these are closed. They open at night when there's more people come out at night, so they don't really open during the day. They're not going to make a lot of money during the day, so they wait until evening. Unless you're an espresso shop, because people need their coffee. There's like snack food here. It's like fast food. Chicken tenders and hot dogs and stuff too. Which I'm too old to eat. Can't eat that stuff anymore. And there are different sections. Now that section over there, I didn't really slow down a lot, but they do have changing booths, showers. The showers you do have to pay. So it's good if you have some coins on you to pay for the showers. And of course, I just passed by a playground. There's a playground here with exercise equipment for adults. And they even have like adult size special needs swings over here, which I think's really groovy, man. I saw some people swing their adult children on there the other day when I went by. I was like, that is so lovely. How lovely that the good people of northern Cyprus thought of that. And you have a lot of different cultures converging here. There's a lot of Russians, there's some Ukrainians, Germans, people from the United Kingdom, US. So can't really say that is one particular culture's contribution or another. This looks like a good place to dive in and show you guys the beach. Yeah, nice little place here where you can sit and watch the sunrise, or perhaps if there are some water shows, maybe they have some sort of water shows during the busy season. This is not the busy season, so this is kind of like when the season is closing, because it's already September. So it's a lot more packed and busy than this. I'll just show you the entire coastline. We'll go from this side over here, and I'm just going to pan slowly, panning right, and I may wiggle a bit. But this GoPro has a really good stabilization. In fact, I've even flipped my bike over at times to check my chain, and you can't even tell. Like, you can't even tell right now. Let's go this way. Oh, and there's the there's all the hotels and condominiums and stuff, and they do fancy, you know, like Romanesque type names. So Cyprus was actually, Mark Antony gave this whole island to Cleopatra as a wedding present. Wow, talk about fancy people, man. Like, oh dear, what shall I buy, my love, for her, for our wedding? Oh, I know, I'll give her an island with people on it. With inhabitants and everything. Well, I have to have someone to serve you, I suppose. I suppose, as it goes. Maybe another day. I'm not gonna do it today. Oh, but there is the, I didn't even say anything. There is the carnival with rides. I don't know, it's a nice day. I just don't have all my equipment with me, and I wanted to take some other photos and stuff. I don't have my tripod, because there are some nice ruins I wanted to explore around here. Salami Forest. So, and some people like to eat the fruit from these palm trees. I saw a man gathering the fruit off these palm trees. That lady was gathering some fruit. I guess they're dates. Oh, whoa. Some of those palm trees are heavily laden with fruit. God gave us everything we need to survive. And human beings had to improve on things somehow. Wait a minute, this is too easy. These people are just able to get food anywhere. We can't have that. Let's invent gods for them to follow. I don't know, that's one of the theories. There are other theories, of course, which is that we are basically a genetically engineered slave race created by super beings. I mean, I won't say super per se, but maybe highly intelligent, that they knew how to alter their own DNA. To the extent that they could give themselves other forms. One might say shape-shifting, but, you know. I mean, that they had that level of control over their genetic makeup to the extent they could change their appearance on demand. But maybe it was a physical enhancement that they had to pay for. Who knows? Maybe there's some kind of control device that they initiated, but, you know, maybe that's why there were like snake people and bird people and blind people and all that. Maybe it was a some sort of status symbol that you purchased these genetic augmentations if you had enough money. if you were the supreme leader? I don't know. Those are just all, it's not, these aren't things that I believe in. This is just food for thought, hypothetical, fanciful, made up, fictional concepts. I don't think that these things are real. It's just, food for thought. There's no way to really prove any of that, so. I think, I started reading some Descartes recently, and it's just really interesting that, his thoughts of how we perceive the truth of what is correct, is very much something that is individualized, but also like his thoughts on that people should be, they should have the freedom to be able to do what they believe is right and correct, to them from their point of view. And that's what democracy is supposed to be. Of course, that's not what it is. As we are discovering, as our governments are teaching us. Because when we disagree, then we find out that a government can weaponize things against us. Like Julian Assange is a great example. I really, really thought when that story first came out that I considered him a hero. I was like, this dude is amazing. Yeah! He stands for truth, justice, and the American way, even though he's not American. So they have these areas where you can cross. Right there. Doesn't mean that people will stop for you. But I don't know, I think I'm going to stick to the road. Let's see, maybe I'll cross there. Yeah. I guess I'll just cross there. They are supposed to stop for pedestrians, but they don't always do it. So you do have to be mindful. Let's see, that's actually getting the signal here, so that's getting the green light. So when I come through here, I usually try to haul ass because I know there are cars behind me waiting to go. But let's see, what is this person doing? On the side of the road. Oh my God. Those kind of things freak me out because it's like sometimes they don't see you and they just take off. But see, I feel very comfortable with these cars passing me. Always have to bear in mind that I'm in a country that drives on a different side of the road. I almost got run over. I was just taking off when I was walking. And I'm back.